normal that I know that I'm smarter than the president? That's not normal. Come on, in the Mueller investigation, how does he not know that he's individual number one? I'm a black woman and a lesbian. How the hell you think I'm doing? Why you bringing us into this? They got gay couples selling like, just freaking sell your stuff.
Something's different with Donald Trump this time. Not the courtroom drama, not the late-night Twitter storms, and not even his usual feuds. Sorry, Rosie O'Donnell, you get the night off. This time, the spark is Wanda Sykes. All clips and statements shown are drawn from public sources and news coverage. This is how the best part begins.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Well, you know, it's like everyone's waiting for this moment for him to become presidential. Right. You know, they're like, oh, he has to learn how to control his emotions. He has to learn to be measured. You know, but the man is 70 years old. Those are things that you teach kids. You know, like I'm teaching my 7-year-olds those things.
Right.
So Trump is 70. He's not gonna learn that now.
Yeah.
You know, if he's a dick, he's just gonna be a dick.
All right.
That's it.
If you're nodding right now, go ahead and subscribe. You're in the right place. For a country that kept waiting for Trump to become presidential, Wanda gave the answer no one wanted to hear. If a man's still throwing tantrums at 70, maybe he's not waiting to change. Maybe he never planned to.
I knew it's not like he wasn't, you know, was going to stop being a liar. I knew that was going to continue, right? But what I did was, instead of focusing on specific incidents or specific policy, it was more about us and how we're behaving and how we're not reacting, in my opinion, you know, normally towards what's happened to what he's doing.
And now Wanda went one step further. She called out the audience, the crowd, the country. Because the real question wasn't just, why is he like this? It was, why are we still okay with it?
So what's your opinion of why it went this way? Why Americans voted the way they did?
Sometimes America is just gonna America. You know? It's like, well, white women didn't vote for him. I mean, didn't vote for her. So why is the majority of white women not voting for another woman? I'm like, y'all need to watch more Bravo.
Just one sentence, and the room lit up. She wasn't being mean. She was being honest. The kind of honest that hurts more because it's funny.
I am so not a Trump fan. He annoys me. His whole family annoys me, matter of fact.
Yeah. What about the family annoys you?
Okay, look, a friend of mine was at the movies, and he goes, oh, guess who was here?
But it wasn't just Wanda who took aim at Trump. Two of Hollywood's biggest names, Cher and Robert De Niro, didn't hold back either. Trust me, you'll want to hear every word.
Well, you know, I have to admit that I appreciate your directness.
Donald.
I will try and be as direct and honest with you as I possibly can be. I am positive that you are the most unattractive man I have ever met in my entire life. You know, in the short time we've been together, you have demonstrated every loathsome characteristic of the male personality and even discovered a few new ones. You are physically repulsive, intellectually, you're morally reprehensible, vulgar, insensitive, selfish, stupid. You have no taste, a lousy sense of humor, and you smell. You know, you're not even interesting enough to make me sick.
Calling Trump the most unattractive man she's ever met. It's a line that made waves. It became a meme machine. Cher's words didn't just sting. They set the internet on fire.
Put my fist through his face. He's such a dangerous... I don't know how he is a candidate. He is so dangerous, and what he brings to my country, what he's awakened in my country is bigotry and distrust and a certain kind of supremacy in certain groups.
So now, Cher raised her fist, but behind the punchline was something colder than fear. Not for herself, but for the country.
He was brought up rich. He had a good education. He's got all these young chicks. I don't know how young, but he's got all these young chicks, and he just keeps trading them in on younger chicks. And he's got all this money, and he's famous, and still he's such a he's so horrible and so mean. And I have to tell you something. If someone said that my daughter was a hot piece of ass, I would put my fist through his face. Someone who would bring down the country because he doesn't win does not deserve anything, deserves nothing. He deserves nothing. He does not deserve any kind of respect, loyalty. I don't think he has two moral fibers to rub together. He wants to be the king, but he doesn't want to do the work.
Well, Cher pulled back the curtain even further. In her words, Trump had it all: wealth, fame, education, and a revolving door of young women. But even with everything handed to him, she said, he still managed to be, in her view, mean-spirited and cruel.
And he lies. He tells something, and then you go back and you see what he said, and it seems like the truth both times. He's so terrific at lying. I've never seen anybody so good. I mean, it's amazing. I could go on and on this subject forever because I'm so traumatized by him.
And Cher, she's seen enough of the act to call it what it is. Not magic, just manipulation. And just when you think she's done, she drops the real burn.
I understand how the people were so desperate to pick this man, you know, this unbelievable narcissist who could change the face of our world if we let him. And the only thing that will save us is you. I know you can stop this. I know you can stop this because the power of the people is bigger than those assholes that are there in Washington.
Do you agree with her? Is this the kind of leadership we need, or should we demand more? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And Cher's words were just the beginning. As the internet was still reeling from her savage roast, Robert De Niro stepped up with his own brutal take on Trump. And trust me, it didn't hold back.
I'm gonna say one thing: fuck Trump. It's no longer down with Trump, it's fuck Trump.
I mean, he's so blatantly stupid. He's a punk, he's a dog, he's a pig, he's a con, a bullshit artist, a mutt who doesn't know what he's talking about, doesn't do his homework, doesn't care, thinks he's gaming society, doesn't pay his taxes. He's an idiot. Colin Powell said it best. He's a national disaster. He's an embarrassment to this country. It makes me so angry.
When De Niro dropped the F-bomb, it wasn't for shock value. It was the boiling point of years watching norms collapse. The crowd cheered not because it was bold, but because it was overdue.
Yeah, he's so f***ing stupid. I mean, look at the lame, inane things that he said. He's so stupid, he can't even say anything clever or smooth. He's a f***ing moron. But he's a scary one. And in all seriousness, and we know it here, people have to get out and vote and vote and vote and vote.
The memes flooded in, the internet exploded, but De Niro's message wasn't just about roasting Trump. It was a serious call to action. A reminder that even if you can't stand the guy, the power is still in your hands.
I use it figuratively when I say punch him in the face. Go at him. A bully, you punch in the face. The trouble with Trump is he's not just a bully, he's a stupid bully. The guy's a monster. He is beyond wrong. It's almost like he wants to do the most horrible things that he can think of in order to get a rise out of us. I don't know what it is, but he's been doing it, and it's scary.
It's a truth bomb wrapped in frustration. And while Robert's words are laced with humor, the reality is he's absolutely right. Trump's inability to form a coherent thought makes him dangerous.
Talks how he wants to punch people in the face. Well, I'd like to punch him in the face. This is somebody that we want for president? I don't think so. What I care about is the direction of this country. And what I'm very, very worried about is that it might go in the wrong direction with someone like Donald Trump.
De Niro isn't just angry, he's worried. Trump's violent talk isn't just a bad joke, it's a sign of a leader who's lost touch with the very principles that America should stand for.
So
He's a sociopathic, psychopathic, malignant narcissist. He is a dangerous person. And we have to people realize, a lot of people, this audience, but the people who somehow think he's going to be the answer to their prayers, whatever those are.
Did you know him?
No.
But just when Trump thought the spotlight was his, Wanda steps back in. And this time, she is not joking. Stick around, because what she says next might sting more than any punchline.
You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way. I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way.
Because you can't make fun of him. I mean, the Trump people get really upset.
Right.
Some of them been coming to my show, and again, I'm like, why are y'all here? Don't you know me by now? As soon as I say one thing about Trump, I hear, and they actually make that noise, and they get up, and it's like, hum, 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 hum. Like, what the hell are you doing here?
Yeah, well, they're not doing their research, that's for sure.
So Trump blew up on stage. Melania, still silent. So what was she really thinking, and why did that silence spark even more headlines? Don't go anywhere. This is where it gets interesting.
We are in 21st century and everybody has a different taste. I think they look fantastic. I hope everybody will come over and visit it. In real life, they look even more beautiful, and you're all very welcome to visit the White House, the people's house.
As Trump ignited headlines, Melania stood still literally. She smiled and praised the White House decorations like nothing was burning outside.
Cranberry-covered trees lining the East Colonnade had some critics seeing red, or at least seeing car wash brushes, or seeing the women from The Handmaid's Tale with their bonnets.
No hand-holding, no outrage, just perfectly rehearsed detachment. And somehow, that calm hit harder than any of Trump's rants. Is she silently stepping back, or silently speaking volumes?
President, I will do everything in my power to protect our LGBTQ citizens from the violence and oppression of a hateful foreign ideology.
Exactly. So it's just embarrassing. Actually, the whole administration is just embarrassing, incompetent, corrupt. I haven't said white people, y'all really should be embarrassed by this.
Wanda's chiding isn't just funny. It's a sharp critique of the focus of a presidency that's lost touch with reality.
So what's your opinion of why it went this way? Why Americans voted the way we did?
Sometimes America is just gonna America. Like, well, white women didn't vote for him. Didn't vote for her. So why is the majority of white women not voting for another woman? I'm like, y'all need to watch more Bravo. And honestly, you know what? I blame those damn Cheerio commercials and showing all those interracial couples. You scared the out of white people.
She pinpoints the contradictions, from white women not supporting another woman for president, to the absurdity of a Cheerios commercial becoming a symbol of fear for some, but she didn't stop.
I will do everything in my power to protect our LGBTQ citizens from the violence and oppression of a hateful foreign ideology.
You're supposed to be trying to fix the problems of America, right? So you target a community that's less than 1% of the population, right? So you're going after, like affirming care as far as like the sex, and it's like, okay, so you're focusing on that, on sex change. It's like, how about focus on climate change that affects everybody instead of sex change? That's like less than 1%.
Targeting trans people while the planet burns? That's not policy, it's distraction theater. And Wanda? She's not buying a ticket. When less than 1% becomes your biggest threat, maybe it's not about protecting values. Maybe it's just about deflecting blame.
You know, your son goes to school as a boy and comes home a girl. I'm like, relax, it's a man bun. Shut up. It's a man bun. Relax.
Wanda doesn't run, she roots deeper, and when she calls out the real backbone of this country, you'll want to hear every word.
My ancestors got too much blood in this land. I ain't going nowhere.
While some threaten to leave the country over election results, Wanda makes it clear she's not going anywhere. Her roots are deeper than any slogan.
Black people, black women ain't having it right now, okay? So if you black women, give them a break right now, all right? We just chilling right now. So don't ask us dumb questions and stuff. Don't be, somebody and with them puppy dog eyes, be like, oh, I'm sorry. You will get the slapped out of you. Right now.
Wanda said it clear. Black women, they've carried enough. From voting lines to protest lines, they've done the heavy lifting. So don't come knocking with wide eyes and questions. Now this isn't their mess to clean up.
Do you feel like Trump is finally starting to age when you look at him?
No, but we are. I mean, he still looks the same. I think he's getting younger. I don't know if he's getting like virgin blood transfusions or something.
There's something going on.
But the thing is, he's old. So that's what happens when you're old. You fall asleep and you toot a little bit.
It's easy to get stuck on the latest lie or the latest policy misstep, but Wanda's reminding us that the bigger issue is how we've allowed this to continue. Throughout today's discussion, we've seen Wanda Sykes break down the absurdity surrounding Trump's behavior, whether it's his courtroom antics, his endless lies, or the way people react to him. From his gaffes to his lies, it's clear that Trump's actions aren't just the problem, it's how we've let them slide. Wanda's call isn't just to point out the chaos, but to ask, why are we still tolerating this? Whether you love him or hate him, the real question is, how much longer will we let this cycle continue before we demand something better? This video highlights real public commentary from Wanda Sykes, Cher, and Robert De Niro, based on their televised remarks about Donald and Melania Trump. All content is grounded in verified footage and widely available media coverage. We aim to reflect the events accurately, without speculation or distortion. This video complies fully with YouTube's community guidelines and fair use policy, and is intended for commentary, media analysis, and public interest. If you found this video insightful or thought-provoking, feel free to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.